What's up, y'all? I'm back. It's the Sneaker Aficionado with another episode. I'm doing something a little different this time. On some kicks that I recently purchased, and I have not dedicated any time to them. And I was going to include two pair of these and the theme that I had, but I decided to change my mind. But we'll get into it. The first one we have is the Nike Air Koth. These are essentially hiking boots. It's a play off the Huarache backstrap thing that they were doing back there. I wouldn't recommend these for wintertime, but it is a sneaker boot, if you will, but more so a boot more than anything. And you know, sometimes the sneaker brands they use things that are popular and reintroduce them into a line, and that's what they did right here. This is an iconic feature of the Huarache, you know, running shoes that they have out there. So they added that on here. These are pretty comfortable. I said you really don't want to wear these in the cold because this top mesh part right here really isn't that warm. Okay, from what I've been told, retailing at $125. Actually, my good buddies at Shoe City, I said I had the sticker on here. I never wore these. I had these for a while. I never wore them. You still see the price on there at $129, so they upmarked them. But I did not buy those for that price. I actually got these for $49.99 there, plus the 20%. So the Koth, they look really cool with khakis. I had some cargo khakis on when I purchased them, and that's what kind of inspired me to buy it. You see this neoprene right here at the top. This is actually pretty warm, but the rest of the boot isn't that insulated. And one thing I do all the time is I keep the receipts inside the shoes or the box right here, and I got that right there for you all. That's the case I decided to resell it. They do run a little small, and but they're cool. They look really cool with some khakis and things like that. I actually ran these in another video, the Nike Lunar Boot, and I used the boot thing real lightly. This is more of a rain shoe more than anything. These aren't that warm, by the way, but they will protect your feet in the rain because of this duck boot star embossing that they have right there. And one thing, I wore these last Thursday? Yeah, last Thursday, last day of class before spring break, and it was raining. And this is actually pretty slippery on wet concrete, smooth wet concrete. This sole right here with the knobbing is supposed to give you extra traction. I guess if you're in like snow, yeah. But when it's wet, I was actually sliding a little bit in these, so I'm not really thrilled, but I like them. And the price was good because these things normally go for about $165, and they were down to $79. And I said, hey, cop it 20% off. Then I also bought the white colorway Friday. Picked these up, and I actually got these cheaper. I got these at $69. So once again, if it's not that cold outside, you can wear these, but they aren't that warm. They really aren't that insulated. It's more of a rain sneaker boot, if you will, than anything. Sizing, little bigger than your average Air Force One, but close enough. I got these at a 9.5 because I do 9.5 most of the time. But for some reason, they're revamping, rehashing of the certain stylings of the Air Force One. I noticed they're a little wider and slightly longer. Maybe it's just the materials they use it, but they put the lunar sole, which was a concept they used on the Air Force One a while back to kind of revamp and re-kick the sneaker. People have told me it does crease on the inside sometimes, so be cognizant of that when you're wearing them. If you're somebody that likes to wear your shoes all the time, you might see a little creasing in here. Agent-wise, no one told me anything complaint-wise about this yellowing. And you know how I feel about the Air Force One with the yellowing sole right here. But I was feeling this gel outer sole right here. This gives it a nice contrast right here. That's pretty dope. All right, back in the day with the first run in the mids, they used to, second run in the mids, they had a gel swoosh right here. And I want to say they got that from there. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. But it was pretty popular with the little small gel swoosh. But these are sneaker boots out here. These are the Lunar boots that normally retailing for $165. Like I said, you see that right there. House of Hoops has these on sales. Foot Locker, House of Hoops. You probably can catch them online as well. I've been seeing $119, but do hunt So Foot Locker had these for $79.99 for all my San Antonio people. Walsham and North Star Mall, they had most of the colorways. More so than North Star Mall, they had maroon, black, white, the OD green, or Dookie green as we say back in Baltimore. They had those out there as well. So if you want to cop them, pick them up now because the weather's changing, because they do consider these boots. You might be hard pressed to find the costs, but if you do, get them. Very, very comfortable boot. You won't be disappointed, but think twice about wearing these in the cold. And that's for both of them. And a unique thing, I talked about this in another video with my navy blue colorway right here. They really don't talk about how warm they are. You want to get yourself some Goa Domes or the Nike Foam Positive boots if you're concerned about cold with your feet. But these are more so rain boots, if you will, rain sneakers more so. So it says right here, Water Shield, a thin, lightweight lining infused with water-repellent polyurethane resin for waterproof all-weather protection. So it doesn't say anything about cold weather. Be mindful of those you thinking you're getting a cool sneaker boot. You're getting a sneaker that's designed for wet weather. So your feet will stay dry, not necessarily warm. There is some additional padding around the ankle in here, more so for styling and support, but that's probably the warmest part of the sneaker boot. Other than that, is pretty much the same thickness of a regular Air Force One. You know, sans the star embossing on the regular Air Force One. So that's the Nike Lunar boot in the two colorways that I cop, for the low and the Air Koth. Remember, subscribe, like, comment, tell a friend, tell a friend. I'm following a lot of the sneakerheads out there, and I've gotten some comments from a lot of you guys. Thank you, I appreciate it. A lot of you know I'm a whole lot older than you, or somewhat older than you, but there are some older sneakerheads out here. The sneaker game really isn't a young man's sport. It's everyone, especially the older guys like myself, because we came up with a lot of these sneakers and we know the history behind them, so we aren't too thrilled when some of the sneakers come out. I keep saying that because people ask me questions about some of the revamps and the re-releases of certain shoes. So if they're brand new, something like this Lunar boot that's been around for about two or so years now, yeah, we're on the same path with that. But some of the other sneakers, we're like, yeah, different color, added some premium leather and all that stuff. And that's not a knock on you guys at all. We welcome the questions from you all. I appreciate when some of the younger sneakerheads and sneaker collectors ask me some historical stuff about the sneakers I have and what do I know, how they look when they first came out versus the re-release, quality-wise, more so is what you're concerned about. But keep doing what you're doing. Those of you out there that are resellers, the plugs, why does everyone make a Drug Street reference to everything? Continue getting people the dope stuff that's out there. Everybody that's on Snopes. What else? The GOAT. The GOAT, yeah. And all the other sneakerheads out there. The boy Bull out there. Tony D2 Wilds. My man Tim out here in San Antonio. The Sneaker Fam out there in Ohio. I'm watching them doing what y'all doing. All the dudes overseas. My man with the Prestos, a good looking out on that comment. And we chopped it up for a little bit. Hey, good taste in sneakers, man. Appreciate that. All my people I know that's been with me, like, man, you got some cool sneakers. My boy Cool. My man Boss Hog. My man B. All y'all that have been noticing my kick game has been insane for years. Appreciate the love and respect out there. And check me out. If you see some kicks in here you can fit, and I'm willing to part with them, I'll send them to you. That's to my mans and them though. Alright, so my head, remember, is now how much you paid for the sneakers. Is why did you pay that much for them? And I'm out.